This is Sam O'Reilly for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm at Frank Warren's press conference today for the fight before Christmas. British title challenger Marcel Braithwaite. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good, very good, very good. I'm happy, man.
It's a big event, It feels like it's the Dubois and all the cameras are on. And what's it like to be part of this big show?
Dreams come true, do you know what I mean? That's the one. I'm English champion already, but it went on shows like this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't been on shows like this yet.
Yeah.
But I thrive off this kind of thing, man, because this is when you're a kid, what you dream of. So I'm excited, man. As you can tell, I've got a smile on my face, and I'm happy, man.
Now the press conference, you spoke a lot about some personal things, and I don't know if you feel comfortable talking about it again, but I think they were superb, and it's a fascinating story, how you got into boxing and the path you've taken to today.
Yeah. So I wear my heart on my sleeve. I didn't realise why I loved fighting so much until I took a loss last year. I was at my lowest. I was depressed and I questioned, why do I even put myself through this? Do you know what I mean? And then I done some deep psychology into why, and the reason being was I had a little brother that passed away when I was young. I was only 4 years old at the time, and I didn't get to see him, and I didn't understand why. So it confused me for years as a kid, and I'd done taekwondo at the time, and it was like the only thing that made me happy at a time when nothing else could. So then fighting was my happy place then. Do you know what I mean? I used to always fight. School I'd fight, on road I'd fight. I was just fighting all the time until my mum and dad forced me into boxing, and that was it.
When did you first walk into the boxing gym?
11 years old, yeah.
And was it just like, is this like a moment where it all changes, like this is what I need to be doing, this is where my happy place is?
I didn't understand as a kid, but fated events. Now that I look back how we felt in that year, then fated events, man.
Yeah.
Like this.
Sonny Edwards is the opponent. He's a talker. He's not shy in putting his opinions out there, and he makes a good point. The super flyweights probably don't get as much coverage for one reason or another. So it's a good spot that you're both in. You're a big part of this show, propping it up. So Sonny Edwards himself as a fighter, what have you looked into him? How do you feel about him?
I'm all good. Like I said from day one, he said that I knocked the fight back. He said I'd lose for the English title. I won. He said I'd knock this fight back with you. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, stick to the truth, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lies run sprints, truth runs marathons. It's like, stick to the truth. All that energy's gone, and energy doesn't lie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You look on my face, I'm smiling, I'm happy, I'm excited. Do you know what I mean? And energy doesn't lie. That's what I'm saying.
Is it fair to say the pressure's on him?
Massive pressure, but I love being in this position. As I said, rise to the underdog. So I enjoy being in this position, but this position's uncomfortable. If you ask me, he looks uncomfortable. Like, I actually know him, he looks uncomfortable and that, do you know what I mean? So, like I said, energy doesn't lie.
This is a British title fight, and you spoke about it again in the presser, so sorry to get you to repeat yourself, but what does it mean to you to win this British title?
Yeah, it's everything. It's everything, and for me, fam, just like the last 12 months have been roller coaster. Like, there was points last year where I really didn't want to be here no more. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't enjoying life. So for me to now be English champion and possibly British champion on Saturday on the big stage, do you know what I mean? Live on BT Sports and it's a dream come true, and then it'll be one of them stories where it's like, don't give up. It'll be a bit inspirational, do you know what I mean? And I'll be happy for that. So
yeah, you've got some support coming. You've got a lot of people coming from up north.
Yeah. Got quite a few, but I didn't have to bother with tickets and at this time, so I didn't really have to. I just focused on the fight. You know what I mean? Didn't do too much on social media, as I say. I was just focused on the real things.
A focused fighter is a dangerous fighter.
Exactly, yeah, and a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter as well. So yeah, man.
Definitely. Listen, it's a pleasure talking to you. I wish you the very best of luck for Saturday. Thank you for your time. Thank you for talking to Boxing Social.